In this video, I'm going to show you how I use Charley Hull's golf swing to help this student. Now, as you can see, he's really struggling with takeaway. He's getting the golf club outside of the takeaway zone, getting the lead arm super high at the top of the backswing. What he then had to do was drop the club back on the inside in the downswing to try and get the club more on plane. However, in doing so, it not only led to poor club face control, but also led to an inconsistent motion from that transition, which left him with the big high slice or block slice to the right, or the really low duck hook to the left. That two-way miss is so detrimental. The graphics that we're using now is through the Swing Coach app. It is absolutely phenomenal for feedback. I use it with a lot of my students because I'm able to specify exactly what area I want them to work on. So if, for example, this player working with his takeaway and top of the backswing, I'm able to specify to Swing Coach that's what we're going to focus on, and therefore we give him a rating out of 10 for each position. If he's 10, he's in a really bad place. If he's 1, he's in a great place. And obviously in the zone is exactly where we want to be. But for me, I always say, let's just keep it below kind of 2 and 3 is a pretty good kind of parameter to be going with. Now you could see from his takeaway, the very first movement was to push the hands away from the body, and then the golf club got vertical. Now for this player, his actual setup is actually very, very good. For a lot of players that I see that push the hands away from the body early on the takeaway, it's often because they're tilted too much over and the arms come inwards from the shoulders, so the hands become very close to the body. And this is almost like a way of the hands then trying to find some space in that takeaway, and they push away from the body to create that space. This player specifically didn't have that fault. He had a really good setup position, so he didn't need to go and find space in the takeaway. So maybe before making this adjustment that I'm about to do, just check your own posture. If you'd like me to do so, the link down in the description below is to a Skillist app where you can send me your videos for a free swing analysis. If you want tailored golf lessons from there, we can do that anywhere in the world. It's not a live lesson. You'll send me videos, I'll send a really detailed analysis back, and then I'll also send a video face to camera talking you through the analysis, the explanation, the demonstration, and the drills, and we will stay in contact. The support mechanism of this is amazing because you can send me videos of you doing the drills at a later date as well. So once you've checked your posture and you're happy with it, then the first move we love to see from Charley Hull is she almost kind of drops the hands downwards as she gets this takeaway. So the first movement away from the ball is to almost kind of go down there. And what this does, it brings the hands in closer to the right thigh, and it helps lift the golf club up steeper. Now for golfers that often lift the hands as they go away, we often see this motion, or specifically on this student, we saw this motion. So I always feel like with this student, I see really good wrist hinge, but in the wrong section of the golf swing. We're too much out here. We're trying to bring it more to go around the body, okay, rather than up over the body. So his wrist set's actually quite good. It's just his initial motion. So with him, I thought the perfect drill here would feel like this glove hand goes straight in towards this right thigh there. So we're pushing downwards. And if you push down with your arms there, straighten the arms, look how the golf club just pushes upwards, okay? So I'm allowing this wrist hinge to happen as well. And Charley's amazing at this. She gets this takeaway into the right thigh, pushes the golf club up. She gets into a beautiful wrist hinged position, and then she can turn up to the top with depth. And that's why, again, she gets great depth at the top of the backswing. She hits the most beautiful draw I've seen as well. So she's got an incredible golf swing, loads of power, loads of speed, loads of aggression, and we love to see it. So for this player in particular, we've been focusing on just feeling one hand motion, push the glove to the right thigh and just pause there. Then put the right hand back on, swing up to the top and hit from there. And you'll see here, I've literally got a pitching wedge in my hand and I've literally pitched it 50 to 60 yards. We're just trying to get this motion going first. Let that lead hand drop down into the right thigh, get the golf club on the outside, right hand goes back on, turn with depth and rotate through. Call that one a little bit thin, but we're practicing the correct motion. Then after you've done that, we're going to do a little preset drill. Preset into position, both hands on the golf club, club head way outside the hands, hands really close to the right thigh, turn up and rotate through. Beautiful connection. And what you might find, depending on what your fault is, I don't know your specific fault, remember, but depending on what your fault is, creating this motion, creating this wrist angle on the way down can really help you increase the angle of attack, which ultimately increases your compression. By getting the correct wrist hinge earlier on in the golf swing can also help you get that shaffling, which again ultimately gives you better compression as well. So remember, with these golf tips, I don't know your specific golf swing. I'm kind of relying on you to be watching this video because you know this video specifically is going to help you. I only want to help your game, okay? So really, it's really important that there's a baseline understanding from you as to what you're actually looking for as well. And that's why the Swing Coach app is great. So if you took all parameters off, if you didn't want to have a lesson, you couldn't afford it, didn't want one, whatever, didn't have the time, Swing Coach will give you a rating from 1 to 10 on literally every aspect of your golf swing, from the setup into swing into finish position. So it will then allow you to take some drills from other coaches that will help you in a specific area. Now, AI is never going to be able to replace a coach, because sometimes I see faults, but they're not the root causes. So we could see an inside takeaway in here, but that might need fixing, but there might be a reason for it. It might be your grip. That's what AI can't pick up on. But if you're looking for some baseline understanding of your faults within the golf swing, the Swing Coach app is amazing. Probably the best one I've seen so far for doing that. The link for it is down in the description below, and I do encourage a lot of my students to get it as well, because I'm able to give them specific areas within the app to focus on for their practice session. Guys, I hope this video has helped you. If it has, hit that link to Swing Coach, because that can also help your game. Hit the subscribe button to help my channel. If you want lessons from me, you can also do so. The links are all down in the description below for whatever you want, including an 8-week practice plan. We'll see you again next time. Thanks, guys.